What's good, Joe? If you tapped in, you already know who I am. If not, my name is Caleb Jarrell. And one thing, bro, I done learned from moving out on my own, being 21, having my own business and different things like that is the importance of controlling your emotions. I know growing up, bro, especially being a man and different things like that, you don't really have the space, or you're not given the space to have feelings. So a lot of times the way that comes out is anger, or by being run over and letting people run over you. And if you don't have a mindset of not allowing people to do that, or not even allowing things to do that, you tend to be passive with a lot of things that bother you instead of speaking up on it, but also being in a place where you're not letting that affect your emotions, you feel me? So it's like you might peep something that was disrespectful and you didn't check it. And that's where I was at in the point. I would let things slide because I would avoid confrontation sometimes because I didn't feel like how I felt mattered. You feel me? Just based off being how I was treated and different things like that. But you have the right to feel how you feel about certain things, you feel me? People can't negate how you feel, and you can't negate how other people feel. But the thing is, what do you go to when you get those feelings? Do you run straight to drugs? Do you run straight to alcohol? Do you run straight to negative things? Or are you in control of your emotions? You feel me? Do you go crash out when certain things make you feel some type of way? And of course you're not going to understand that being young. But once you continue to grow and mature as a person and work on yourself, you feel me, you start to recognize it's areas that you can work on. And just speaking personally, that was an area that I had to work on myself, because I would always be passive with certain things and not speak up for myself because I didn't want to react a certain way. But I had to get to a point to where I allowed myself to speak up for myself and not be disrespected, but also do it in a way where I wasn't reacting and allowing people to cause a certain reaction out of me. You feel me? My thing was I never wanted to have a reaction that was going to be detrimental to anything that I had going on, because I saw it so much growing up. I saw people crashing out because of relationships. I saw people crashing out because of just split-second decisions. You feel me? And those decisions can cost you the rest of your life. So what you have to do, you have to be in a better mindset and think, okay, even though I feel this way, if I react this way, what's going to be the outcome? You feel me? If I'm the quarterback, I'm breaking down the defense. Like I said in my last video, if I'm reading my defensive end, but I have a RPO, I have a read option, I'm reading if he crashes or I'm reading if he sits. So I have to do that same thing with my emotions. I have to do that same thing with my mindset. If somebody do this to me this way and it makes me feel this way and I know it was on purpose, the best thing for me to do is acknowledge it sometimes, or sometimes it may be to remove myself from that situation. So a lot of times that's something that I have to do, is remove myself from situations and don't allow people to have certain access to me, because I recognize me removing myself is going to keep me in a better position than me acknowledging and confronting it all the time. You feel me? And you got people that sometimes try to bring that out of you. It may be tough, but sometimes you got to love people from a distance, because people that constantly try to bring that out of you and you recognize that, the only thing you can do is kind of remove yourself. You have to get away from those type of things, because at the end of the day, bro, don't nobody really care about you for real. You got a few people that might, but the people that's going to continue to put you in those situations, they don't care about you. They don't care about how they make you feel and different things like that. So at the end of the day, you have to look out for yourself and be like, okay, even though I love this person, I got to remove myself because they're bringing certain things out of me that's not helping me be a better person. It's not bringing the best person out of me. You feel me? So I had to get to a point to where it was like, okay, I can speak up for myself, but I'm not going to acknowledge certain things that don't deserve my attention. You feel me? It's some things that don't deserve your attention. It's some people that don't deserve your attention. because sometimes that's all people motive is, to get attention from you. You feel me? So I would hear growing up that I was always quiet, that I was always kind of to myself. And thinking back, I used to think it was a negative thing, but I think it's a good thing, because I'm okay with being with myself. I'm okay with being by myself and for myself. You feel me? I don't need people around me to feel better about myself. I don't need validation from other people to feel better about myself or what I got going on. I think naturally sometimes you desire it, but when it comes to certain actions and how I live my life on the daily now, it's like I do things on my own. I don't need to be told what to do. You feel me? I was the type of worker, when I worked at Domino's, bro, and delivered pizza, I was the type of person, bro, my managers never had to tell me what to do because it was already being done. So are you that type of person, or are you that type of person to where your manager constantly got to tell you what you need to do? I didn't like that. I didn't like being told what to do. And some of y'all may not can function like that, you feel me? Some of y'all might have to be told what to do. But at the end of the day, bro, you got to control what you can in each situation that you go through. You can't allow certain things that go down to make you crash out or make decisions in a split second that are detrimental for you. A lot of y'all might be like me. Y'all got people in prison, different things that's locked up because of them not making certain decisions in a split second. Them making the worst decision in a split second. You feel me? So I had to learn from them and be like, okay, even though I can't control certain situations sometimes or circumstances, let me learn how to control my emotions. Let me learn how to feel what I'm feeling. Okay, oh, they did that to me. You feel me? They was being disrespectful. They didn't have my best interests. They crossed me. Different things like that. Okay, boom, I feel it. Alright, so since I feel it, am I gonna go try to fight them? Am I gonna go try to pull a gun on them? Am I gonna try to do certain things because of how they make me feel? Or am I just gonna feel it? If I have to acknowledge it, and then move on with my life. You feel me? That's what you gotta do. You gotta feel it, sit with your emotions, understand why you feeling like that. And sometimes you may not understand why you feel like that, but it's okay to feel what you feel. It's okay to feel how you feel about certain things. But what you have to control is your reaction, how you respond to those certain things. You feel me? And it was hard for me to do for a while, because it's like I was at a point to where I was understanding like I can't control certain things, so I have to control what I can control. You feel me? And it was in the situation to where I was like, dang, I got good people in my life right now, but I don't control how long they stay in my life. I don't control how they act in my life and the decisions that they make in my life. So at some point, it could come down to me having to remove myself from certain people in my life. And I had to have that realization, because sometimes we get to a point to where we try to control outcomes and control people and want them to do exactly the things that we want them to do or need them to do, when it don't work like that. The people that's going to be around, that's going to be positive with different things, they're going to do what they need to do to be around, or they're going to strive to do what they need to do, and they're not going to be perfect with it. But at the end of the day, it's like you may not be around the same people you're around today. And that was something that I had to recognize. You graduate high school, you're not around the same people you graduated with all the time. I might got one or two people from high school that I may kick it with on the daily, when back then in high school I might have had a group of people that I was cool with as far as kicking it with. Now it's like it's me, my girl, my family. That's about it. A couple homeboys, you feel me? And those are people that I feel like are positive in my life, so that's how it is. Now that don't mean that I'm not cool with the people I was cool with. And over the course of time in life, bro, you start to grow away from people. And that all ties into learning how to control what you can control. So what can you control? You can control your decisions. You can control your effort. You can control your attitude. Them the top three that I would say, probably, honestly. And you can control the people that you allow yourself to be around. You can control what you eat. You can control what you open yourself up to. You feel me? So you have to understand and think about, okay, what are the emotions that I'm feeling when I'm doing certain things, when I'm around certain people? Is it the positive emotions, positives? Am I growing? Are they growing? Are they helping me grow? Am I helping them grow? Or are these situations just keeping me stuck? Are these situations just not putting me in a space of being better and doing better? Because once you continue to work on your emotions, you continue to work on what you can control, you get to a place to where some things start to get easier for you because you're not chasing things, you're attracting certain things. And the only way you attract it is if you start putting in work on certain areas in your life. You feel me? I remember when I first started certain things, I wasn't that good at it. But the more that I put the work in on it, the more that I was consistent with it, the more that I was disciplined, the easier it started to feel. When you first start off shooting and learning your form in basketball or shooting a layup and different things like that, it's not easy when you're young. You don't start off knowing how to dribble when you're young. But the more that you work on your handle, the more that you put the ball in the bag and work on your handle outside, the more that you do cone drills, the easier it becomes, the more familiar it feels. You're not struggling as much. And that's how you want your life to be. Life shouldn't have to be struggling all the time. It's a lot of stuff that come with life, and one thing that I don't want is to be in a place to where I'm struggling because of my decisions and my actions. You feel me? So think about that. When you're in a situation, what can I control? Okay, if I can't control this person or something that they did to me, let me control how I respond. Let me control how I react to it.